Sometimes when I decide what kind of video I'm gonna make, it really comes down to the topic that's most on my mind. Coming out of the holiday season, which we are still technically in, what's really been on my mind is how remarkable it is that with a few poor decisions, I can go from feeling amazing about my body to feeling crazy fluffy. Yeah, that's the term I like to use, fluffy. There's all sorts of other terms I could use, but it really gets to how it's as if overnight I've gained 20, 30 pounds. There's a saying, perception is reality. So even though someone may be like,
Rachel, what are you talking about? You don't look like you've gained 20, 30 pounds.
I feel like it. And when I feel like that, it's my reality. I want to share with you things I have to remind myself every time this happens, because it happens every month, ladies, you know what I mean? Yeah, it happens every month, but then there's times where, maybe a little bit excessive. Maybe you're eating foods you don't usually eat. Maybe you're celebrating quite a bit. And then as a result, you end up feeling fluffy. This is gonna be super to the point, but I really hope it helps you. And if you think it may help a friend of yours, please be sure to forward this along. Hi, my name's Rachel. Each week I create content around the different things I'm doing to create a healthier, happier lifestyle, because who doesn't want that? It really is amazing how 2 weeks ago I felt incredible. I mean, the power of makeup, the power of a spray tan, the power of being consistent with your workout and your health, it's amazing. And then how quickly that can be derailed, especially when you eat an entire bag of Skinny Pop because you are under the trance of the TV. And yes, I know better, but these things happen and we learn from it and we move on. All right, I'm going on rants here. Let me share with you first some perspective that may help you if you're feeling fluffy, and then some things you can actually do that's really gonna make a difference. 2 tips around perspective. First of all, this is temporary. Even though it feels like you have been feeling this poorly for so long, it won't be long. It is temporary, especially if you take some of these tactical tips I'm gonna share with you. And then another reminder, although it sounds kind of cheesy, you are not your body. Your value is not based on your body. Think about all the people you love and really care about, and their body has nothing to do with that. You love them for who they are as a person and who they are to you in your life, not their body. So you gotta remember that, as hard as it is, because so much of this is programmed in us. But anyways, you are not your body. This is not that big of a deal. It is temporary, although it feels very uncomfortable to feel fluffy. So that's some perspective. I have to remind myself of that. And then some tips that really help me get back on track. Number 1, hydration. It cannot be underscored enough. Gotta stay hydrated, and there's a few different ways you can hydrate that may really help you a lot. For instance, first thing in the morning, having organic celery juice really helps to reduce bloat, reduce inflammation, especially if you're looking to improve your skin, which after breakouts of eating junk food, I'm gonna be doing celery juice again. But it's also known as a natural diuretic, and it's amazing. You've got to try it out. But if you don't have a juicer and you're like, I want to do something a little bit more convenient, an alternative is warm lemon water in the morning. That really helps your digestion get going. It helps you feel great, really sets the tone for the day. Now, if you are going to do warm lemon water in the morning or fresh organic celery juice in the morning, be sure to wait 30 to 45 minutes before you have your coffee. Some other things that can help you snap out of this sense of fluffiness: a cold shower. This is known to reduce inflammation. This is known to get your endorphins up. You will feel like a different person. Now, I'm a Floridian. My Achilles heel is the cold. I do not do well in the cold. It's just one of those things for me. But I'm working my way into cold shower. So each time I get in the shower, I just turn it a little bit cooler than I'm used to. And what I'm used to is scalding hot. So it's taking time, but I feel that when I have a cooler shower, I feel cleaner, I feel lighter, and it's rejuvenating, and it kind of snaps me out of that pouty, I feel fluffy type of mood I can be in. Cold showers, you gotta try it. Now, I shared with you that I ate an entire bag of Skinny Pop popcorn, and although Skinny Pop may be a little bit better than other popcorn, it still has a large amount of sodium, and that's why I felt so awful. I know better than to mindlessly eat like that, but sometimes these things happen, and I learn from it and I move on. But I share that with you because if you are looking to reduce your feeling of fluffiness, you want to be aware of the foods you're eating. Do they have a lot of sodium? Do they have a lot of preservatives? Like canned foods, you likely want to avoid that if you want to get back to your svelte self again. Another few tips around food: chew your food. Chew it really good. And I tell you this as I'm telling myself this because I am not great at this. I maybe take 4 bites and then I, go on and I swallow my food, and that is not enough chewing. Maybe a little bit more than 4 bites, but you know what I'm saying. I have a lot more room to chew. In addition to chewing your food, this one is revolutionary and nearly insulting, but still needs to be said. Don't eat unless you're actually hungry. Yeah, this is something I've been really fine-tuning. This is something I've actually been doing lately. Aside from these one-offs, like the popcorn, I wasn't even hungry then. I don't even know what was going on. But I've been doing a much better job of waiting till I'm actually hungry. And not only do I find I enjoy the food more, I feel so much better in many different ways. I also end up eating less, which is kind of a phenomenon. But when I get back on track and reduce my fluffiness, that is a big piece of what gets me there, is tuning into, am I actually hungry? Am I mindlessly eating? And when I actually eat when I'm hungry and only when I'm hungry, wow, what a difference that makes and how good I feel. So we covered some pointers around food. We covered some pointers around hydration. We got to get to the importance of movement. Now, you may be overwhelming yourself, especially if you've fallen off the workout wagon, but it's okay. Even if you go on a long walk or even a short walk or a bike ride, or even cleaning around the house is a great way to get some movement in. There's so many different ways to get movement. And if you find yourself stressing out about pushing yourself to work out, then do something else that gets your body moving. To wrap these simple tips up with some more perspective, you gotta remind yourself to be patient. Yes, you may feel fluffy, you may feel the aftermath of some poor decisions, but it's gonna take a little bit of time for you to get back to where you wanna be. But the whole point in me making this video is to stop myself and prevent anyone else from just throwing in the towel and deciding, oh, well, I'm just gonna wait till the 1st, or I'm gonna wait till next week, or I'm never gonna get to be where I wanna be anyhow. Those are all excuses, and those are all just ways to self-sabotage. Even if you're not gonna be perfect, you still gotta move forward. And if there's anything I've learned this past year, it's the importance of moving forward even when things don't look so pretty. This is also an opportunity for me to share with you how amazed I am that I now have 2,000 subscribers. And I know if I were a viewer, I'd be like, all right, that's not that much. But for me, for somebody that was over the moon that I had 30 subscribers, people that I don't know, people that are commenting and saying, oh my gosh, this is really helpful. It's so rewarding, not just from the fact that I feel like I'm contributing something to the world, but also that I had been putting this off for so long, and the weight of that on my shoulders, the kind of procrastinating I was doing, now that I'm not doing that, I feel so much lighter. And I share that with you not to be like, a humble bragging in some way, but to really encourage you, if there's something that you've been holding off on and just delaying, you gotta start. Even if it's really small, start somewhere. For me, it was just getting started with the YouTube channel. And if you look at any of my videos, they're not perfect, but I'm doing it, I'm in motion. So I hope you get in motion this year. And I hope if you're down on yourself for feeling fluffy, you know that you can get in motion with that too, and that it's temporary. As with every video, I hope you found this helpful, and I so appreciate you watching. Please be sure to like it if you did, and be sure to subscribe if you would like to see more content I create. So thank you so much and have a great week.